welcome to Lessons in Miracles. We are here tonight we are celebrating the birthday of our Charlie Charman. Happy birthday, Charlie. Let's sing.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
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 to
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 you.
you.
Happy
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 birthday,
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 dear
Charlie
dear
Charlie.
Charlie.
Teri.
Happy
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 birthday
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 to
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 you.
you.
you. Make a wish. Everybody make a
And
wish.
more.
I blew out Jean's candle.
It's all coming true. It's
Oh,
all coming true. All your birthday
happy birthday,
wishes.
Charlie.
All
We're
right.
so glad
Thank
you're with
you,
us
everybody.
tonight. All right. So, yeah, we're so happy that Charlie's here and Chris is here and Jean's here and me and Karen are here.
I
So,
just got home from the doctor.
Ooh.
are you okay?
That's yeah. Oh yeah, it was to check my noggin.
Yeah.
He says it. He
He said there's
says,
nothing up there.
"Well, that's true, but now at least you can't look in because it's getting better."
Oh, that's
And
great
Yes.
he
news.
says it's really really good. He says I finally have a patient who does what I tell him to do.
Oh,
Good.
I'm so glad.
I have a good doctor with him.
That's awesome, Jean. I'm so glad that you're
Yeah,
healing well.
it is going very well. He's
Yeah.
so nice. And when I first met him, this talks about judgment. I didn't
Mhm.
like him. And I have just fallen
Aw,
in love with this doctor. He's so sweet.
good.
Yeah. I pray
Well,
primary
I'm
is
so
good.
glad. So
Yeah.
glad there's somebody taking care of you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's begin with our lessons in miracles. And Karen, you look so beautiful tonight. I love that yoga shirt.
I wear it for it is my yoga shirt.
It's her yoga
Because I
shirt.
tell everybody to go to your website to get t-shirts.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
love the
will
new
get
one.
one.
The new one I have, it says um, messages from the angels on the front, and then it has a message on the back. So
Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna make them with different messages on them. So
Yes, me and Erica gonna order with
yeah, it has
you.
the little logo, our
No,
Yeah.
the heart with the wings.
I've got to get me one. Yeah, me and Erica too.
All right, well, let's go into our hearts and let
mm.
our wings float up to the high vibration. And Karen, please take us there.
Yeah, I just am so grateful we're all together here. Let's just take a nice slow breath and celebrate eternal love. Celebrate eternal joy and the power of eternal presence. So let's let ourselves feel into that just by slowing down the breath, just by you can bring your hands to your heart, or you can just bring your awareness down into your heart. Just slowing down and bringing the awareness into the heart space, the heart of harmony, the web where everyone belongs. We feel that love, and we know there is a power that is present, that is so loving, so gentle. And we just rest in this embrace. We rest in the time of tenderness. We rest in this tenderness, knowing that there is a vibration, a frequency, an energy that soothes us. The moment we close our eyes and slow down our breath and bring our attention to the truth, all the illusions, all the distractions, all the disappointments, all the deaths, all the things that we believe are so real just float away. And we feel into eternal life, our eternal, original, innocent, true self. And we let all the images, all the illusions, all the idols, all the ideas that were masking and hiding the truth from us, we let that all fall away. And we rest in this embrace, in this time of tenderness, in the ocean of awareness. Just feel how that feels. Use the power of your imagination to be in that ocean of awareness. Feel how when you're in the water at the ocean, how you can just ride the waves. This is what this human experience is. Many, many waves that are extensions and expressions of the same absolute ocean of awareness. Let yourself ride those waves and keep coming back to rest in the ocean of awareness. Sometimes those waves will guide us down a rocky river. Sometimes those waves will bring us to the lake of peace. But the waves always bring us home to the ocean of awareness, where we remember who we truly are. In the absolute oneness, we see all the beings, all the living creation, and all of creation that is no longer in our visible sight, but that we know and we feel beyond time and space and illusions. Let's just rest there for a moment in that stillness. Let's carry that stillness with us. so that everyone who feels or even thinks, everyone who we think feels that they are in love's presence. From this moment forward, may we radiate and extend as the love's presence that we are. As one. And I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. It is our lesson that we're reviewing. Only my condemnation injures me. So this one was a good one. We had a couple days to let this one sink in for me. And it really did sink in. I shared with Teri and Auntie Jean that my false self was screaming loud. It was trying really hard to get me to believe it was real and that I needed to do something about this. My I know mind, my false self-image, it was having a heyday and it was condemning everybody and everything. But I really didn't let it happen, though. It was just in my own mind. I didn't let it get away from me. I didn't go out and project this onto others. I really took to my bed and I really sat with this false self and let her dissolve into my true heart. I didn't resist her. I didn't deny her. I didn't pretend that she didn't exist. I let her in. I let her in, and she was nothing. All those years of trying to believe that I needed to do something with this therapy, everything, blah, blah, you know? And in a moment, just dissolved into the love, just dissolved into the true heart, just dissolved into the heart of harmony. And wow, wow, wow is all I have to say. No more condemnation. No more running and hiding. No more resisting. No more interest in illusions. No more hurting myself. No more believing that I can abandon myself and use other people to blame for that. It's all done.
Yeah, it's not productive at all. It's a waste of time to go into that energy of shame and blame and guilt.
I saw this lesson in kind of two aspects. First, before I say anything about that, I want to tell Karen that your meditations are like a lullaby. It's like you're a little baby and you just wrap us in your arms and you make us feel so safe and so beautiful. And I'm surprised we don't all fall asleep because we just feel so good And the only time I can remember ever feeling well at other meditations with you that way is when our mamas used to, rock us in the rocking chair. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's just spirit speaking through me.
Well, it's
I've just stepped
beautiful.
back, and the fact that you can hear that, no matter how it comes through, so many people have ears that can't hear that, that's okay. It's okay. I'm just so grateful that we all are here and we can hear each other. We see each other. We cherish and treasure each other. And we know that there is no other.
Right. Well, they're just so beautiful. Um, I saw this lesson kind of in two ways. One, the way that I think we were just been talking about. My dog's pushing his food dish around, so that's why I'm looking to see what he's doing. Make sure it's the right dog. Okay. Uh, um, what you're saying, that we're very hard on ourselves. We condemn ourselves all the time. We hurt ourselves. I mean, we tell ourselves we're so awful. We're just, you know, if God sees us as beautiful and full of light, who are we to tell ourselves that we're awful? But I also saw it in the way of when we condemn our brothers, our sisters, other people, and we're all brothers and sisters, whether we want to admit it or not. By the act in condemning them, we're condemning ourselves too. It's like I heard the other day, I heard someone say that peace will not be attained until we can see the other person as ourselves. And when we can see everyone else as ourselves, then we will have peace. And I don't think he meant that everybody in the whole world, but for us, for our peace, we have to be able to see everyone the way we see ourselves. And if we don't, then we're condemning ourselves. Just along with, I kept thinking of what Jesus said about, well, they say the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And in a way, it's the same thing. If we're going to condemn other people, well, we're condemning ourselves. So anyway, it was a beautiful lesson. I've got notes all over my book, and um, and I didn't have a time to review it right before we came on because we just got back from the doctor. But oh, I'm just so thrilled with these lessons and miracles. I really am. So that's mostly what I have to say.
I'm a happy, blessed every a day. I'm blessed that my dog is up in doggy way heaven. Thank God that, but she's
Yes.
not suffering anymore. And I'm really blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, I feel Sunny is out of suffering.
Mm-hmm. How about getting her my asses?
Okay, honey.
I
Uh,
don't know, Charlie, but I heard someone the other day who had one of your like near death experience, a- and he went to heaven, and he was there for quite a while. He wasn't like, I mean, not long, but I mean, a lot of people just go and come right back. But he was there for a little while, and they sent him back. God sent him back. but he saw dogs. So the doggies are in heaven too. So I just wanted you to know that, Christine.
Yeah.
Did you see dogs, Charlie?
No.
Oh, okay.
He saw his mama.
You did. See?
I talked to my mama. Yeah.
My mom was equal to by me. So, Christine, you me to get back in my shape, and I did. And when she told me that my she was so fond of me to losing my 51 pounds.
Charlie, you got anything for us tonight?
Oh, I'll read a little bit of Pam's. The title, Is It a Fact or Just a Long-Held Culture Belief? I pray for the change in perception that will let me see bigger and sweeter realities. That was a quote from Anne Lamott. And this one, she talks about how we it's all perception that we need 8 hours of sleep tonight, and that during the winter that you're going to gain weight, and everything, and all things like that, and the last paragraph: Who's to say what is and isn't possible? Do I want to believe the widely explained diagnostic statistics, the statistical manual of mental disorders, DSM? Do I want to believe what pharmaceutical companies insist I need? Do I want to believe that what happened yesterday is going to happen again today? Or do I want to create a new day, a new reality, a new world? So it just goes to say, like, all the things that the world goes by perception of what should and shouldn't be is not what really is. You know. Yeah. So I like Stan. Yeah. I'm sorry I was a bad student the last couple of days, but.
Oh, there is no sorry in Peeville, mister.
Never, Mama.
I got to get back into the routine. So yeah.
Yeah, you will. It's
All
just
right.
been a lot going on with you, and be
Absolutely.
gentle with yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we
Uh,
can get sleep
oh,
every night, so.
Yeah.
See, that was our lesson. We got to stop condemning ourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tell my dad to the family too.
And remember what I said, if God sees us as this beautiful being of light and love, who are we to speak badly to that person, to any person, because he sees us all that way?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So who are we to say something ugly to another person?
Yeah, and I love the insights for today. In order to believe that I can condemn, I must believe that I am separate from what I would judge. This
Mhm.
judgment becomes a way to reinforce the seeming reality of separation. This is self injury because it cuts me off from my unity with love, my source. It is impossible to know love and perceive myself as separate. Love does not condemn, for love is one and cannot conceive of an other. That is why condemnation puts me in the dark. It's impossible to perceive the light of love while I believe I am separate from it. But the good news is, this lesson is that I can change my mind about this today, right now. I can open my mind to vision and see the glory of love that is my one true self in me and all my brothers. As long as I seem to be in body in this world, the body's eyes will show me these made up images that are not real. And that's what you were talking about, Jean, about as long as we keep seeing the separation, we're not going to find the peace that passes all understanding. We're not going to understand that there is no other that we're fighting against and comparing with and competing. We have to come to this one realization that the whole thing that the Course is teaching us, that we are one. And there is only love. And that's it. It is so simple. We just keep trying to make it more complicated, and it's not. As long as we stay in our hearts and we listen to these words that were so beautifully given by Jesus, and it's right there for us. The formula for peace is right there in the Course. To stay in our hearts, realizing that it's only one, that there is no other, and just know that love is all that there is. That's it. Plain and simple. And yet we get out of our heart and we say, oh, I'm in a human body. I must have to suffer. I must have to do something. I must look at somebody else as different and want what they want or fight against them. So it's like always go back into the heart. And hello to our Marlene, sweet Marlene.
Hi, Marlene.
So yeah, this was a beautiful lesson. I just loved this one. And the real teaching of quit condemning, quit judging and comparing. There's nothing to judge or compare. That is the illusion. So why do you want to compare a hallucination? It doesn't make sense, does it?
It's like Karen says, we've been programmed.
It's plain silly. We don't need to choose to be programmed anymore. It's just plain silly.
We need to get that all out. Yes, we do.
And our only function is the one God gave us, and that is to just give it over to Spirit. So we don't have to fight it. We don't have to analyze it. We don't have to explain it. We don't have to convince anybody else of anything. All we have to do is give it to Spirit and let it go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what we do for our next lesson. And I love this lesson. This is one of the 219. We're coming almost to the end of our review. We're going into the next part of the session. The next part of our section in the book is where we go into true perception. So we've undone all that was not true, and now we get to focus our attention on what is true. What is a true perception? How can I see the world through the eyes of love? So we start with this one. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And we repeat that, I am not a body, I am free. Remember, this is how we do this, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. And we go through this throughout our day, just trying to remember, this is what we're reprogramming our mind, just like Auntie Jean was saying, we're reprogramming, we're deleting the old files and we're putting in new files, which is, I am God's son. Be still, my mind, and think a moment upon this, and then return to earth without confusion as to what my Father loves forever as his son. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me.
Wonderful lesson. And I can't wait for tomorrow. Well, I won't.
That's a fun one to be in the playground playing with.
Yeah, I won't be here tomorrow, but I will listen.
Right,
to
tomorrow.
What you all had to say. Tomorrow's the Angel Circle. So I will be live here in Fort Lauderdale, or Ashland Plantation, just south of Fort Lauderdale, and giving messages from the angels tomorrow night.
Awesome. And Marlene, we are celebrating our Charlie Charming tonight. It's his birthday tonight.
Yeah.
You didn't get to blow out the candle.
But we're so happy you're here.
Yeah.
So now we're moving into the chanting part. Global God, galactic, global governance. Welcome.
Okay. Welcome on YouTube. All right, so we're going to go into the chanting part, and our first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Breaking down those barriers, Karen.
Yeah, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in our meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our next chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions, illness, and allergies be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Hey,
Let's take a breath into our heart center. Fill your lungs completely. Feel the energy of freedom. Freedom is when we realize that there is only love, that there is only one wholeness. So go into that energy and release everything else, everything that we thought was a barrier, an obstacle. It's all part of the illusion because there is only the oneness, and that's where we are in this beautiful energy as we lift each other up and our vibration goes up, up, up to a higher plane where we can see those miracles. And let's see them now as we go into this next chant, which is known as the miracle chant. So Karen, would you please share with us how we do this?
Yes, this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
With Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
With
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
With
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Oh,
Renge
Myoho
with
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Kyo.
with
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Winky
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Holy
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
J
Nam
Renge
J
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
O
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Yo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Yo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Yo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Yo.
Kyo.
Kyo.
Yo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Yo.
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Yo.
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Winky
Nam
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Yo.
Myoho
Nam
Yo.
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Winky
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
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 Nam
Nam
Yo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Yo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Yo.
Kyo.
Nam
Yo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Yo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Yo.
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo. Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Yo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Yo.
Kyo.
We
Nam
Nam
go.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Yo.
Kyo.
Kyo.
We
Nam
go.
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
We
Renge
go.
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Yo.
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Yo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
We
Nam
go.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Yo.
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
No.
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
We
Renge
Nam
go.
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
No.
Myoho
Kyo.
We
Renge Kyo.
Nam
go.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Yo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
No. We
Myoho
Nam
Renge
go.
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Yeah. We
Nam
go.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Yo. We
Kyo.
Nam
go.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
We
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
go.
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Oh,
Renge
Renge
the
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
home,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
the
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
the
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
the
Kyo.
with
Renge
Nam
the
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
with
Nam
the
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
with
Nam
Nam
the
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
with
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
the
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
with
Nam
Renge
the
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
no
Renge
way
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Nam Myoho
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 Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's go back into our hearts again. This time, when you breathe in, feel the energy of love. Love is truly all there is. So let's tap into that. And we are going to chant Om 3 times slowly. Om is the cosmic sound of God. So breathe it in. And then after that, stay in your heart after that chanting of Om, and we'll give that love away out into the world. So take a deep breath, and let's begin the chanting of Om. Om. As you focus on that energy in your heart, the energy of love, peace, joy, just think about how it would be if everyone on the planet felt this at the same time. If we all came into unity as one, because we are all one, if we stopped seeing the illusion and stayed in our hearts. How beautiful that image is for peace to be in our world. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace. 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 May peace prevail on our earth. Om Shanti. Ah, so beautiful. So every night we make a declaration about this. Yeah, there is peace in the world. And I'm going to put the words to our declaration up on the screen, and our Christine is going to guide us in a countdown so we can say it all together.
Yeah, I am Bayana. We pray that the peace on open and be kind to everyone else, please. 1, 2, please.
We
Yeah.
declare that there
That
is peace
is
on
peace
earth,
on earth.
and we
And
declare that
And
peace
the peace
begins inside of us.
inside of us.
inside so it is.
Yes.
Forever and
And
ever.
ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes. And we are a group that created a movement. And the group is known as
The
Peace for
peace.
peace.
Peace for
Peace for
Peace.
peace.
Yes, we're Peace for Peace. And the Peace for Peace have been doing this for 1,205 days.
You're right, Auntie.
Time?
yesterday.
205 days. Yeah, quite a long time. More than them 40
Quite a
days
long
and 40
time.
nights.
And you know what that means? That means Terry is a P, and it means Karen is a P, and it means Christine is a P,
Yep.
and Charlie, you're a P, and Marlene is a P, and there are lots of P's. There's Gracie P, and Asha P, and Catherine P, and Isabel P. Oh, there's so many, I can't name them all. And if you're watching, you're an honorary P if you haven't joined us. But that's what I want to ask. Since we're all P's, and he's a P, and she's a P, and she's a P, wouldn't
I'd
you
like
like
to
to
be a
be a
P.
Me
P
too.
too? Join us, and we will have peace on the earth. We have noticed such a change, and especially since the beginning of this month. And Terry's going to tell you about that because you got 2 more days, 2 more days to also contribute to 10 million for peace. So Terry, tell us about that.
10 million for world peace. That is the movement. And what we do and have been doing since the first of the month, as Jean said, we meet at 1:11 Eastern Time every day, and we have a short guided meditation that lasts for around 7 minutes. And we focus our energy toward our leaders, anyone who's in a position of making a decision that affects all of us. We pray and meditate and set an intention that they will be guided to think along the lines of peace and positivity and how we can create a world that works for all of us, a world where we can get along together and that will be sustainable for our future generations. So come join us tomorrow. We'll be here at 1:11 and then again on the 21st, which is the International Day of Peace. We will end that 21-day experiment, and we're having a town hall meeting on Saturday at 1 o'clock to see what direction we're going to go in, where we're going next. And one of the ideas is to focus on a country every month and really tune into that country and what's going on. Maybe some are at war, some have poverty or other things happening that we can affect the energy of. So come and give your ideas and how you would like to see this take place. You can go to Facebook at 10 Million for World Peace, the group, and you'll see all the information of how to join in on that Zoom meeting on Saturday. So thank you, and thank you, Jean, for mentioning it, and thank you everyone who has been following along and just having such a beautiful experience for these 3 weeks of
It's
total
been
focus on
wonderful.
peace. I just have loved every minute of it. We also have done 21 interviews of people, including our beautiful Karen Palmer. And if you missed any of those, you can go to our YouTube page, 10 Million for World Peace, and find all of the interviews there. You can find all of the meditations that were done and pull any of them up and watch. It doesn't matter if it's not 1:11 in the afternoon. You can meditate at any time. So we encourage you to give that 7 minutes for world peace every day. Thank you. And thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate you. And I don't have a name for whoever joined us on YouTube, but thank you for being here. And you're an honorary P now, part of us. And thanks for coming in tonight. And I hope that you'll come back. Marlene, we love you so much. Our Gracie, wherever you may be, we
Yeah.
love you. Thank
Miss
you
you.
for being a part of us, little Gracie P,
Yeah.
our missing P, and Asha P, all of those who normally are here, but we don't see them. We know you're here in heart. So stay in your hearts and stay blessed, and we'll be back tomorrow.
He
We
put his
leave you
name up
with
as
Yeah.
Dr. Tess Fito.
Dr. Tesfito, thank you for being here.
Yeah, Dr. Tesfito, you should go to 10 million for world peace and join the movement.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us tonight.
All right. So, oh, you've already done it. Yay, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow then. All right. So let's leave everybody with
Namaste.
Namaste.
good night,
Have a beautiful,
everyone.
great
Love
evening,
you. Thank
morning,
you for
afternoon,
coming.
wherever you are.